我们听见了找不到桩9冲不满的焦虑，也听见了唤醒行业品质标准的期待。于是，我们融合数字技术与电力电子技术，响应充电基础设施高质量发展的号召，为新能源时代充电。
检测到车辆电量低，已为您推荐附近华为。
我们秉承智能化的前沿理念，复制与桩，推进新能源车、桩、网的协同发展，让充电基础设施成为更先进生产力，带来更为极致的出行体验。当我们以值得信赖的姿态与伙伴站在一起，我们的足迹在各行各业里，也在每一条交通线路上。不仅是远方，在每一座城市以及日常生活的每一个角落，都将有我们的陪伴。一个由点、线、面连成的电网友好型充电网络，将让车进得了城，下得了乡，更上得了山。充更自由，行更自在，更高质量的基础设施，更可持续的产业发展，将让交通电动化进程实现飞跃式提升。华为智能充电网络，为新能源时代高质量充电。我们听见了找不到桩9冲不满的焦虑，也听见了唤醒行业品质标准的期待。于是，我们融合数字技术与电力电子技术，响应充电基础设施高质量发展的号召，为新能源时代充电。
检测到车辆电量低，已为您推荐附近华为。
我们秉承智能化的前沿理念，复制与桩，推进新能源车、桩、网的协同发展，让充电基础设施成为更先进生产力，带来更为极致的出行体验。当我们以值得信赖的姿态与伙伴站在一起，我们的足迹在各行各业里，也在每一条交通线路上， 不仅是远方，在每一座城市以及日常生活的每一个角落，都将有我们的陪伴。一个由点、线、面连成的电网友好型充电网络，将让车进得了城，下得了乡，更上得了山。充更自由，行更自在，更高质量的基础设施，更可持续的产业发展，将让交通电动化进程实现飞跃式提升。华为智能充电网络，为新能源时代高质量充电。我们听见了找不到桩、久充不满的焦虑，也听见了唤醒行业品质标准的期待。于是，我们融合数字技术与电力电子技术，响应充电基础设施高质量发展的号召，为新能源时代充电。
检测到车辆电量低，已为您推荐附近华为。
我们秉承智能化的前沿理念，复制于桩，推进新能源车、桩、网的协同发展，让充电基础设施成为更先进生产力，带来更为极致的出行体验。当我们以值得信赖的姿态与伙伴站在一起，我们的足迹在各行各业里，也在每一条交通线路上。不仅是远方，在每一座城市以及日常生活的每一个角落，都将有我们的陪伴。一个由点、线、面连成的电网友好型充电网络，将让车进得了城，下得了乡，更上得了山。充更自由，行更自在，更高质量的基础设施，更可持续的产业发展，将让交通电动化进程实现飞跃式提升。华为智能充电网络，为新能源时代 高质量充电。我们听见了找不到桩、九冲不满的焦虑，也听见了唤醒行业品质标准的期待。于是，我们融合数字技术与电力电子技术，响应充电基础设施高质量发展的号召，为新能源时代充电。
检测到车辆电量低，已为您推荐附近华为。
我们秉承智能化的前沿理念，复制与装，推进新能源车、装、网的协同发展，让充电基础设施成为更先进生产力，带来更为极致的出行体验。当我们以值得信赖的姿态与伙伴站在一起，我们的足迹在各行各业里，也在每一条交通线路上。不仅是远方，在每一座城市以及日常生活的每一个角落，都将有我们的陪伴。一个由点、线、面连成的电网友好型充电网络，将让车进得了城，下得了乡，更上得了山，充更自由。
尊敬的各位来宾，女士们、先生们，欢迎来到2024华为智能电动智能充电网络战略及新品发布会的活动现场。发布会即将开始，请各位来宾尽快就座，并将手机调至震动或者是静音状态。谢谢。尊敬的各位来宾，女士们、先生们，
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2024 Huawei DriveONE Intelligent Charging Infrastructure Strategy and Products Launch. We're going to start very soon. Please be seated and also switch your phone to silent or vibration mode. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 2024 Huawei DriveONE and Smart Charging Infrastructure Strategy and Product Launch. We can see that in this best season of spring, we are all gathered in Beijing here. Let's join hands and envision the future and explore the possibilities of the era in ultra-fast charging. Our event is going to begin very soon. Please welcome Mr. Hou Yulong, Director of Huawei, President of Huawei Digital Power Technologies. Distinguished guests, leaders, friends, and partners, good afternoon. Thank you all for coming from afar to attend our event. Today, we have our 2024 Huawei DriveONE and Smart Charging Network products launch. On behalf of Huawei Digital Power, I would like to extend a warm welcome and heartfelt thanks to you all. Today, in this venue, we have all the guests from the automotive industry from the beginning to the end, and you represent the mainstream business, including the top OEMs, top suppliers, and also the battery vendors and component providers. Today, we also have 500 partners operating charging infrastructure, including the government officials in charge of relevant business. I believe gathering here together, we have become the main driving force in promoting the development of the industry. After over a decade of development, China's NEV has moved from quantitative change to qualitative change. It is very obvious that we now see three transformations. First of all, it's a change in the users. In the past, most of the NEVs were used for commercial purposes. That was about the first few years of its development. But from last year on, there has become a major shift. 90% of NEVs are for private use. I used NEVs long ago. Now I have already 3 NEVs. What changes would this new era featuring private sedans will bring to us? I believe the major change will be in user experience first. OEMs and charging infrastructure providers focus more on experience when they promote their products. They are more customer-centric, and our customers are increasingly individuals. There's also another major change. I believe many of you have perceived this here. The path of electrification has also changed. To ease the range anxiety, we increased the size of batteries from 70 kilowatt hour to 150 kilowatt hour. But now we need to make a change. We should ease the charging anxiety by ultra-fast charging. That's also a major change. Ultra-fast charging network has increased its deployment. We'll be able to increase the rates of battery to reduce the capacity of battery and improve competitiveness. I believe going forward, the charging anxiety would see a change. We have also seen a major change in the following numbers. The number of NEVs has changed from millions per year to tens of millions per year. Last year in China alone, we saw almost 10 million NEVs sold. And going forward, we're going to see the annual growth of over 10 million every year. So we believe that accelerating the construction of high-quality charging infrastructure with ultra-fast charging facilities will improve user experience, and this is the key to driving the 3 transformations. Now, many of the OEMs have gone far beyond our expectation in making their products, but the key is experience. And in our scenario, it's about recharging their electric vehicles. We all know that autonomous driving, or say intelligence, have become the pet phrase of our consumers across the industry. China's NEV manufacturing has entered the 2.0 phase. However, we haven't seen the equivalent popularity in terms of A-segment passenger vehicles and commercial vehicles. Quite often the case, there's an unbalanced development of NEV between rural and also urban areas. There's also an unbalanced development in the north, south, and west or east part of the country. It was not because of the quality of car, it was because of charging anxiety. Range anxiety has become the main factor influencing the user's choice of NEVs. Charging infrastructure still has lots of problems in distribution, malfunctions, lifespan, evolution, user experience, charging speed, land and power resource waste, and V2N interactions, as well as safety. So still, we need to further upgrade our charging infrastructure to cope with those issues. This Spring Festival, I drove the Ito M9 back home. I drove to my hometown, which is a village. and I understand the need to charge. I had a background in wireless communication. If we compare the development of charging infrastructure with the mobile communication network, the current NEVs are in the stage of 5G, and the charging infrastructure is still in the 2G era. It has to catch up at least and reach 2G or 4G. However, our charging infrastructure is still in the 2G era. This is how I compare the development of NEV charging infrastructure and the communication network. The third generation of semiconductor, represented by silicon carbide, or say the 4C and 5C high-rate rechargeable batteries, are in their SOPs. They are already very mature. The cost difference is minimum. People thought that 2C batteries and 4C batteries would have a big difference in price. Actually, this is actually a very minimum difference. As we have communicated with the battery vendors, there's now a new consensus of the price, and we can democratize the high-rate batteries to reduce the cost. We have also seen the high voltage fast charging vehicles entering a very mature period of commercial deployment. I talked with lots of OEMs. In the next gen of your models, if you have no plan to enable high voltage ultra fast charging, you will lag behind from the moment you launch your new model. Now, in 2024, there will be more than 140 HV ultra-fast charging car models. As the industry reduces the cost in a large scale, ultra-fast charging functions will accelerate its deployment in A-segment passenger cars and also commercial vehicles. Many partners have talked about it. We have also chatted with the top battery vendors. We hope that we will be able to reach the goal of a range of 10 kilometers per kilowatt hour. This is how we can realize by high-rate batteries. Lots of cars had 60 kilowatt hour ordinary battery. The OEMs can change the battery to be one with just 40 kilowatt hour 4C ultra-fast charging batteries. This will significantly reduce the cost of car, the mass of car, and improve charging efficiency. We surveyed different car models, especially heavy trucks. Heavy trucks consume about 450 to 500 kilowatt hour of battery. And the batteries alone are tons in mass. It is also a waste of energy to carry heavy batteries. If we are able to recharge in just tens of minutes, we'll be able to increase the efficiency and also reduce the capacity to 200 to 300 kilowatt hour batteries. Will be able to reduce the cost significantly. So 3 years of saving can help you buy a new car. This is buy a new truck, and this is how we can significantly improve the operation. We also think that only by accelerating the construction of high-quality charging infrastructure that focuses on ultra-fast charging, can we quickly democratize and promote NEVs. user experience is at the center. The key elements include great user experience, higher operating revenue, more popular electric vehicles, and high power grid friendliness. This is how we can benefit multiple parties in the ecosystem. We have OEMs operated here, including the 500 charging infrastructure operators, including the power grid operators, the urban management officials, and also the charging technology and infrastructure providers. We can all join hands to promote development of the ecosystem so we can create value, share benefits, and promote the high quality development of the industry. First of all, we believe that the users should have better experience, so they're willing to buy the NEVs. High quality charging infrastructure must be designed from the perspective of users. It is critical for us to have wide coverage charging network in both urban and rural areas. That's the same with the communication infrastructure. We believe that we should have the base station first before we have the mobile telecommunication users. The same is true here for our industry. We need to have high quality charging wherever there's a row. And we should enable plug and charge and go, best charging experience. So we'll be willing to take our NEVs to every corner of the country in both urban and rural areas. Now, since you have the range and anxiety, you have to check where you have the charging station every time before you go. And when you reach there, you find that there's a long queue. In Xizang, also Tibet Autonomous Region, and also from Chengdu to Lhasa, we have ultra-fast charging stations every 50 kilometers on the road. So they will be able to charge and go all the way to the Everest. And the infrastructure is ready. The users will be very relieved in choosing an EV. This is the key, and we have to be user-centric. Secondly, the charging infrastructure operators should also have reasonable returns. There are thousands of charging infrastructure operators in the country. They also need to have reasonable returns. So be willing to build the infrastructure while providing high-quality services to car owners in a customer-centric approach. We might not have the right understanding of charging infrastructure. It's not a consumer product. Charging infrastructure is a production tool. Its quality, life, and compatibility directly affect the operating costs and profit level. Due to some objective reasons, some operators had the misunderstanding and only pursued low prices. But charging infrastructure is a production tool. We need to seek ROI in its whole life cycle. If we aim at low price only, then there will be lots of equipment failures. Quite often the case, the operators will have to change their infrastructure every few years, which ultimately harms the interests of consumers. Sustainable development of charging stations requires highly reliable, long life cycle, and operable devices. That was why when we released our full liquid cooled ultra-fast charging equipment, we gave them a lifespan of 15 years or above. And how could we achieve that? We started the design from component level. Last year, we verified our equipment sufficiently, including how we can pool and share. We have improved the power and land utilization and supported future evolution. We have thought about how we can cope with the NEVs produced before and in the future. Last year, in Huaxi Service Area Station, we cooperated with Guangzhou Communications Investment Group. In the past year, there was zero failure, and we helped them reduce 90% of the O&M cost. In terms of the average charging power per charger of the full liquidly cooled system, we have increased the power by 23%. This is great ROI. You don't have to aim at a ROI of less than 2 years. Even if you have 3 to 5 years of ROI, is cost effective because you have 15 years of lifespan or even more. Thirdly, which is also very important, we should make the OEMs feel at ease in building NEVs. Lots of OEM partners constructed their charging infrastructure to promote NEVs because the charging infrastructure was really poor. I consider that a waste of your energy because it would not be possible for you to build too much of the infrastructure. And by the beginning of this month, we have already completed the deployment of over 20 chargers together with our partners. And by the end of the year, we are going to cover the main highway service stations and also key cities, townships, and villages. Going forward, we'll be able to bring the Huawei logo onto the ultra-fast charging infrastructure. We'll also make proper plans of the charging, and as long as it's supported by us, we are going to provide high-quality charging and provide standard, best customer experience. This is critical. This way, we'll have tens of thousands of ultra-fast chargers across the country. The OEMs can focus on building better vehicles rather than building the infrastructure by themselves. And we can join hands with our OEMs. We share the same platform, including the charger software and hardware. So be able to better collaborate with one another at the head unit level. We can have the plug-and-play automatic sensing and also streamlined platform for billing to improve customer experience. We can work with the OEMs to improve the competitiveness and also accelerate the popularization of NEVs. We believe that these 100,000 charging piles would be available charging piles for you. You can sign agreements with us to ensure that it is a shared infrastructure. No matter we talk about the software platform or hardware platform, everything we build will be customer-centric. That's that point. Number 4 is also very critical. Now, the electric power grid is not really friendly enough. So with the technology, we hope that the power grid can be well configured to support ultra-fast charging. We'll be able to support the scheduling and management of the power from the grid. We believe that by 2030, there will be 120 million NEVs. If for every vehicle they need 50 kilowatt hour of electricity, there will be a huge space in the market for energy storage, which is 6 billion kilowatts. And these EVs will become a big reservoir to enable the power grid peak shaving and frequency modulation. I believe that one day charging would even become free, and that day will come eventually. By technological innovation, by promoting the same standard, the charging infrastructure and also the NEVs will become an integral part of the power grid, which is welcomed by the grid. Last but not least, we're trying to enable more efficient urban governance and also build high-quality charging infrastructure that focuses on ultra-fast charging. We should have 4 unifications: unification in planning, standards, construction, and supervision. We should move from chaotic and disordered charging, which has unevenness in distribution and waste of power, to orderly and intensive charging infrastructure, which is well planned with reasonable distribution and also power friendly. We can envision that. Now, out of every 5 million vehicles, there are just hundreds of thousands of NEVs. But now the current charging infrastructure is insufficient to support an increased proportion of NEVs. It is very important for us to increase the power utilization. Just like in a hotel or say restaurant, we'll be able to increase the charging efficiency by enabling more cars to charge in a shorter time. We'll be able to increase the power and land utilization by 10 times if we shorten the charging time from 15 minutes to 5. Now, we know that in Jiangsu and other provinces had severe safety hazards because of electric scooters. So charging is the critical moment for safety. So how can we ensure safety of system? Charging is an important scenario for safety management. So in urban environment, we should have unified planning. We also need to have unified planning, management, and deployment of ultra-fast charging network. So be able to increase resource utilization and improve urban management in Chongqing, Wuhan, Beijing, Dongguan, as well as other cities. We are accelerating the construction of ultra-fast charging infrastructure with unified planning. We believe they will serve as great demos to promote the construction of ultra-fast charging network.
Huawei Digital Power is committed to integrating power electronics and digital technologies to prepare the development of green energy and electrification of the transport industry. This has been our strategy in the past decade. Amid the electrification of the auto industry, Digital Power is positioned as a power domain solution provider and a charging solution provider. We are positioned as a standard parts supplier, and we are committed to helping OEMs to build quality cars and delivering great experience to drivers and passengers. We want to deliver superior power solutions to vehicles, and that's where Huawei comes in. Such power domain solutions also have a direct impact on car handling and driving experience. This is where Huawei hopes to contribute. We want to help OEMs to build great cars so that owners will feel that such vehicles deliver the best power domain experience. In terms of charging networks, we are committed to helping charging facility operators upgrade and promote the widespread adoption of ultra-fast charging networks. We want to make sure our charging stations have a long service life and can operate efficiently. Through quality coordinated development of power domain and charging networks, we hope to enhance user experience and accelerate the electrification of the auto industry. Our vision includes powering EVs with renewables, making quality charging everywhere, and delivering superior power domain solutions to EVs. Huawei Digital Power has helped SGCC, the State Grid Corporation of China, to improve the percentage of renewables in the energy mix. We help them build wind turbines. Actually, we have helped customers build the world's largest wind farms. We have been building such wind farms in several cities across China, including in the West. In addition, we provide integrated PV and ESS solutions for industrial and commercial, residential scenarios and rural areas, so that green electricity can be consumed locally. We help them deploy PV panels on the rooftop on industrial and commercial campuses, because there is a strong demand for electricity. Power generated by PV panels can be used to power the campus. In addition, we are also exploring if it's possible to use NEVs as a mobile ESS to support V2H, V2B, and V2G. Because NEVs can store and provide electricity to the grid. This way will not only improve the penetration of NEVs, but also improve grid capacity. Every corporate campus is essentially a microgrid. It can generate power with PV panels and consume such power by itself. Now we already use electric vehicles to power factories. One of our partners has a fleet of 300 EVs, and they are used to provide electricity to their factories. There's a peak valley price difference, and we can use that to our advantage. EVs are charged at night when the price is quite low. And if the EVs don't need to come to the road during the day, they can feed electricity to the grid. That's why I believe that in the future, charging will be free. According to the central government, the goal is that by 2030, a charging network with wide coverage, a moderate scale, reasonable structure, and refined functions should be put in place. But I think that takes too long. We want to make that happen at an early date. We believe the charging network will materialize faster than we expected. We have installed over 20,000 charging piles in over 30 provinces, including Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Chongqing. These are metropolitan circles. Our charging piles are also installed in remote places, including Hainan province with high temperature and high level of salt spray, and in Hulunbuir with severe cold. This year, the central government announces a plan to run pilots to improve battery swap and charging facilities in counties, and plans to create pilots of 10,000 chargers in 1,000 charging stations from 100 counties across China. Today, we're going to unveil an integrated ultra-fast charging solution to support the transition from fast charging to ultra-fast charging. It will support capacity expansion and have a service life of over 15 years. Mr. He Bo, my colleague, will bring the solution to you later. As the electrification and AI transformation of the auto industry accelerates, there's a stronger demand for safe, low-carbon, and intelligent travel experience. We believe the intelligent chassis will be a defining trend in the industry. We deploy advanced components and solutions, including SiC and ultra-fast electric motor. So basically, we provide a complete range of solutions. We also provide efficient thermal management system and a power domain solution with an output of 1,000 volts. To ensure chargers can add 1 kilometer of range for every second of charging and 1 kilowatt-hour of electricity can deliver a range of 10 kilometers. My colleague Wang Xiao will also introduce a solution on the power domain. So far, our DriveONE has been installed on Class B vehicles. We also want to bring it to Class A vehicles. Today, we work with OEMs and top battery makers to launch an ultra-fast charging alliance. We will build a thriving ecosystem and build an ultra-fast charging network with wide coverage, so that potential EV users have no concerns when they make a purchase decision. And we can also deliver better experience to them. This alliance will also contribute to more efficient and safer urban governance. Our hope is that NEVs and charging facilities will be the part and parcel of a new power grid. Through this alliance, we want to make ultra-fast charging an international standard. We also want to expand ultra-fast charging to countries outside China. This way we can accelerate overseas expansions of OEMs. Again, I want to thank all guests in attendance. Today marks a milestone. Let's usher in a new era of ultra-fast charging networks and take China's NEV industry to the next level. Thank you very much.
成为产业共识，高质量充电基础设施加速部署。华为数字能源致力于打造安全、高效、智能的动力域，构建电网友好型超快充网络，携手整车企业、充电设施建设及运营企业等共同构建连续覆盖超充网络。 以技术融合和协同创新，复制原装，安心出行，为车主提供全流程、全数字化、全智能化的极致超充体验，让充电更便捷，让用户更省心，加速新能源汽车消费与普及，让有路的地方就有高质量充电，让新能源车拥有卓越动力体验，共创超充新纪元。
接下来
Next, we are going to launch the ultra-fast charging alliance. Let's give a big hand and welcome to the stage of the guests who will witness this ceremony. Let's welcome Mr. Hou Jinglong, a board member of Huawei and head of Huawei Digital Power. We also want to welcome Mr. Jiang Xinhai, chairman of Series, Mr. Mu Feng, president of Great Wall Automobile, Mr. Song Hua, deputy GM of JAC Group, Zheng Heng, deputy GM of GAC Group, Mr. Cheng Zhuo, head of Avita Tech, Mr. Sun Jia, Deputy GM of Beijing New Energy Automobile, Xun Guangming, Vice President of Li Auto, Wang Tong, Vice President of Xpeng Motor, Qin Wei, GM of Cherry Green Energy, Shi Yan, Head of the Beijing Engineering Academy of BYD, Peng Qingfeng, Vice President of Nezha Auto, Gao Jidong, GM of China Automotive NEV Testing Center. Today, we launched the Ultra-Fast Charging Alliance with OEMs, charging facility operators, and industry partners. The alliance is committed to pursuing tech innovation and making NEVs and charging facilities the part and parcel of a new power system, so the power grid can distribute electricity properly. We build a thriving ecosystem to ease the concerns of potential EV buyers. And charging facility operators can go ahead and install chargers, and OEMs can focus on building high-quality cars. Now, the guests, please put your hand on the launch pad. Let's witness this moment together. Please count down with me. 3, 2, 1. Please launch. Thank you very much. We have witnessed a landmark moment, and we will work together to usher in a new era of ultra-fast charging. The guests, please stay on the stage. We're going to take a photo to remember this moment. Let's commemorate this important moment. Thank you very much. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you very much. You can go back to your seat now. Quality charging networks are essential to accelerating the electrification of the auto industry. We will keep push the boundaries of the EV industry. Now let's welcome Mr. Wang Chao.
Wang Chao is the Vice President of Digital Power Technologies and President of DriveONE product line. He's going to give a keynote speech today. Distinguished guests, leaders, and friends, good afternoon. My name is Wang Chao. I'm very glad that we can gather here together at the Beijing Auto Show to share with you Huawei DriveONE's business strategy and new products. Huawei DriveONE enters the automotive industry as the new ICT component provider to accelerate the electrification of the industry. We release new products constantly, including the HV high-speed oil-cooled motor, front asynchronous, rear synchronous architecture, and also XIM1 drive modules to promote the industry forward. I would like to share with you a few key data. By the end of last year, various OEMs have launched their main products for high voltage models. The number has increased to 41. The oil-cooled high-speed motor shipment increased 3.7 times year-on-year. Front asynchronous and rear synchronous architecture model shipment increased by 2.4 times year-on-year, and XIM1 module shipment increased 2.3 times on the same scale. I'm very excited to see these new products and technologies are more and more recognized by the industry and consumers. As the NEV penetration rate reached 34.8%, the NEV industry has entered a decisive stage. We can see a V shape of segment market penetration. In terms of compact A-segment vehicles, the penetration is close to 100%, which has completely replaced the combustion engine vehicles. In terms of C-segment and D-segment vehicles, the penetration rate has exceeded 50%, which has reversed the market share. But in terms of penetration, the large A-segment vehicles still have lots of potential because the combustion engine vehicles' price still have an advantage. That's huge opportunity, and it will also affect the final landscape of the market. We made some comparison in terms of the average price of the A-segment combustion engine vehicles and EVs. There's still a gap of 20,000 RMB. This proves that price is still an important factor in choosing A-segment vehicles. The A-segment BEV has a 7% lower penetration rate than the overall BEV penetration. So it's a critical question for us to see how can we reduce the cost of charging for A-segment vehicles. We now have seen the accelerated pace of ultra-fast charging and 4C batteries. We have seen a 10 times growth in ultra-fast charging or fast charging infrastructure construction. And the high-range battery price dropped significantly. 2C and 4C batteries are approaching the same price level. That means the time for us to increase the range only by adding battery capacity has ended. We can see that the cost will continuously rise as the proportion of combustion engine vehicle reduce. But we can't just sit there and wait for the cost of combustion engine vehicles to rise. The key is for us to reduce the cost on the A-segment EVs. The key is to charge faster and also save more energy. This is why we promote the 1 kilometer per second, 10 kilometers per kilowatt hour charging. This is our first principle. We have evaluated lots of important factors. For example, wind drag coefficient, lightweight vehicle, the standby power consumption, the driving efficiency, energy recuperation, and drag force. Now we have set the following goals of a drag coefficient: 0.19, the curb mass 1.5 tons, and the standby power consumption 200 watt, drive efficiency of A-segment vehicles 92%. These goals help us to reduce the cost of A-segment vehicles by about 15%. So more users of A-segment vehicles can enjoy the fun of driving EVs. Through joint definition and design with OEMs, we have taken lead in reducing the kilowatt hour per 100 kilometer and now we are at a 11.85 kilowatt hour level, and we can charge we can realize a range of 8.4 kilometers per kilowatt hour, which is industry leading. We're willing to work with more top OEMs to build the competitiveness of A-segment vehicles. But now the BEVs cannot cover 100% of the vehicles. To put it simply, if the charging network is great, we can choose the BEV. If the charging network is not good enough, we can use range extended vehicles. But of course, the ultimate goal is still to have more BEVs. It is very important for OEMs to have a shared platform for range extended vehicles and BEVs. So the same platform can support two different scenarios and achieve the same experience. With increased charge of extended range battery from 18 kilowatt hour to 36 kilowatt hour, and also now 52 kilowatt hour. We believe next year we'll have car models with batteries that is about 60 kilowatt hour. And the extended range of BEV will be the same with BEVs. We believe there has been profound changes in the application scenario of REEVs. There's a new concept here. On average, according to statistics, how many times the driver charges a car before they finish a tank of oil. For the smaller REEV, the proportion is about 1 to 13, and the range supported by combustion engine to the electricity is 3 to 7. For a longer range REV, it's 1 to 30. As the charging infrastructure improves, we will soon reach 1 to 40. And that means you almost charge only once. You only refill your tank only once a year. So as a BEV driver, you don't care much about how much diesel or fuel you consume every 100 kilometers. You will not use the mileage per liter to evaluate REEV. You just use the range extended by electricity to evaluate your car. So to put it simply, we are aiming at the ratio of 1 to 40. Our goal is to support just one refill of tank every year. And so we need 100% pure BEV experience with over 300 kilometer BEV experience. So be able to reduce the charging to less than 30 minutes and also have high energy efficiency. That's a basic configuration. Just now we share our goal of 1 kilometer per second and also 10 kilometer per kilowatt hour. This is actually in the scope of basic electrification. Basic electrification has resolved the penetration of NEV, the network structure coverage, but we believe in the next stage, it will turn into the full electrification, covering the drive, brake, steering, and suspension. So we'll be able to build differentiated experience. Full electrification covers both the drive, brake, steering, and suspension, effectively enhancing the responsiveness and handling of execution components, breaking the driving boundaries. We'll be able to enhance the sensing to improve unified control and approaching the physical limits of XYZ axis collaboration. To put it simply, it's actually an extended comfort zone of agile control and the minimum free space for safety. There are three phases in electrification and intelligence. For example, for the intelligent drive, intelligent braking, and also the convergent intelligence of drive, braking, steering, and suspension. To promote such intelligence, we have worked with OEMs to build eye track It is an intelligent feature that can effectively solve the pain points of vehicle scenarios, improve comfort of drive, and improve safety. Let's take a look at the video of Avita. We can see that Huawei iTrack responds to wheel torque and also velocity in real time. This is the way it realizes the stability control of vehicle when driving on bumpy roads. Let's welcome Mr. Chen Zhuo, President of Avita Technology, to share their cooperation with Huawei.
Let's welcome Mr. Chen Zhuo, Head of Avita Technology. Dear friends, partners of Huawei, good afternoon. My name is Chen Zhuo from Avita Technology. It gives me great pleasure to be gathered with you here in Beijing to attend Huawei Digital Power strategy and product launch. I want to thank Huawei. I want to thank Mr. Hou Jinlong for inviting me to give a talk. There are many OEMs in attendance today. Avita is still a very young brand. For those who don't know about Avita, I first want to say a few words about it. It was founded in 2018. We're still a very young company. It has only been 16 months since we delivered the first vehicle. In the first quarter of 2024, we delivered 15,000 units, doubles that of the same period last year. Avita has come a long way in a short period of time, and I attribute it to our partnership with Chang'an, Huawei, and CATL. All of the three are giants in China's business world. We adopt a light asset model and pursue efficient and quality development. By teaming up with Huawei, we have secured competitive advantages in intelligent cockpit and autonomous driving, and we deliver industry-leading intelligent experience to EV owners. But our collaboration doesn't just stop there. We also have close cooperation with Huawei in powertrain. In January 2019, Chang'an Automobile signed a strategic cooperation agreement with Huawei and founded a joint innovation center with the aim to researching and implementing the industry's first high-voltage powertrain. In August 2028, Avita 11 was launched. It's the first intelligent EV equipped with Huawei's high-voltage powertrain. We also launched a voltage boosting charging solution. It not only works on high-voltage charging piles, but also low-voltage ones, including charging piles at home and those charging piles in public stations. They charge faster than our competitors' 400V chargers. This way, we deliver fast charging experience to users. Just now, Mr. Wang Cao gave introduction to DriveONE iTrack. I was very excited to hear that, and I feel strongly about this technology because Avita has already tried it out. Avita 11 and 12 are among the first vehicle models to be equipped with Huawei's iTrack. It improves ride comfort for EV owners. Let me give you an example. Vehicles tend to bounce up and down when passing a speed bump. We work together with Huawei's researchers and optimize iTrack for speed bumps. This way, the vehicle wheel speed fluctuation is reduced by 50%, and the aftershock time is shortened by 40%. This greatly enhances ride comfort when the vehicle passes a speed bump. In January, we visited Yanji. It was freezing there. It was basically a city of ice and snow. We tested iTrack there. As we know, vehicles skid on icy and snow roads. But thanks to iTrack, Avita 11 collects data on road conditions 10,000 times per second and adjusts torque 1,000 times per second. Its sensing speed is improved 100 times. That's why Avita 11 is head and shoulders better than its competitors in this regard. On icy and snow roads, where it's difficult for vehicles to gain traction, our vehicle wheels will not skid either. Let's watch a video.
这就是我们说的电驱。
AI-powered powertrain gets better as you use it more. I want to thank Huawei for bringing this great technology to Avita. We also work with Huawei in charging experience. We signed a strategic cooperation agreement in this area. Avita app will be compatible with Huawei's liquid-cooled ultra-fast chargers. We will provide alerts on charging piles along the route, help users find them, and integrate payment into the app. This way, chargers will add a kilometer of range every second. You can get a cup of coffee and your vehicle will reach full charge before you know it. If you want to enter the car market, you need to keep innovating and push your boundaries. During our partnership with Huawei, we find that their team are meticulous and always set high ambitions for themselves. They are committed to technological innovation. That's why Huawei has become a world-leading ICT company. And it's because of the innovation we have strengthened our collaboration. I have every confidence that Huawei will be our best partner as AI transforms the auto industry, and together we will deliver the best travel experience to users and realize our shared goals. Tomorrow, Beijing Auto Show will open. We will bring to you the all-new 2024 Avita 11. It's supported by 3 corporate giants, Chang'an, Huawei, and CATL. And I welcome you to our exhibition hall. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chen Zhuo, for your wonderful sharing. Just now we have talked about driving intelligence. Moving on, let's share more about the integration of drive and brake intelligence. Safety is the greatest luxury. Driving and braking safety is the foundation of the luxury. We need to build the active safety capability of the car by architecture safety to ensure we have predictive safety control. The architecture should have dual backup power supply and dual redundancy control. So the single point of failure of a component would not result in the architectural safety problem. To put it simply, we should be able to brake and steer when necessary. AEB is effective braking when we have sufficient safety distance. ESA helps you steer the car when you don't have sufficient safety distance for effective avoidance. Based on the above safety design requirements, we have conducted safety tests on the winter standard test fields. We tested all kinds of active safety functions, including the emergency obstacle avoidance capability in extreme conditions. Let's take a look at the snow-covered highway lane change. Right, the video showed to us how much better our solution is compared with the original vehicle on the snowy, low traction road. Let's take a look at the Muse test.
“好的，从这个视频中，我们
In
可以
this video, we can see that in such a snowy scene, our solution can better and more stably control the entire vehicle trajectory. This has helped to increase the speed of the Muse test. Last but not least, the Muse test performance when one wheel
从这个视频中，
In this video, we can see that our solution has performed well when there was a single wheel failure. We passed the Muse test safely at 7 kilometers per hour. The original vehicle had the risk to get out of control in this lane-changing scenarios. Dry brake fusion control can also provide better comfort. We can provide millisecond level responsive collaboration with such centralized control and also decentralized components. So there's no acceleration, skid, brake dip, or roll when cornering. It can also provide very quiet ABS functions. Let's take a look at how the quiet ABS.
大家可以听到轰鸣声。
In this video, we can see that compared with the original solution, our solution does not lurk once we enable the ABS function. There's also no noise triggered by it. Let's see how we can prevent brake dip. In this video, we saw that our solution had intelligent control. In the process of braking, we have effectively reduced 80% of the longitudinal impact during braking. So there's no brake dip, and it gives you a better comfort. With the integrated control of drive and also brake, as well as the distributed control of brake force, we have pushed the limits and also make what was impossible possible. We have also developed a pendulum parking and smart drift model to reduce the turning radius, so everyone can enjoy the experience of driving like a racer. Let's take a look at the smart drift parking.
们通过
We have accurate control of wheels while controlling the skidding. We have ensured safety while precisely parked into the space. Let's see how our pendulum parking function performs. I showed many friends in the OEMs. When they saw that, they all applauded for pendulum parking, and then they continued to ask the question, is it possible for you to achieve pendulum parking in high traction roads? Let's take a look at the video. I believe you can tell that this is an extreme scenario of driving, and it is also a very common function we need in daily operation. And this car only had two motors. It achieved the performance that only four motor vehicles had before with this pendulum parking. All of the above functions were supported by our fusion solution of drive and braking. Now we officially release the DriveONE BEV. DriveONE intelligent drive and brake integrated system. This is what we call the better intelligence in EMB, and it cannot be achieved by all solutions. We have worked very closely with JAC to apply such integrated drive and braking solution. Let's welcome Mr. Yang Wenjiang, Deputy General Engineer of JAC and Executive Vice Director of the Technology Center. Dear Mr. Ho, distinguished guests, friends, good afternoon. I come from JAC, and my name is Yang Wenjiang. Today, I'm very honored to share with you the EMB function, which we jointly developed and applied with Huawei. Our group has engaged in cooperation with Huawei in the industry for a long time. Like Mr. Ho said, that when we have entered the NEV era, the biggest change lies in user experience. We have also been learning from Huawei in terms of the user experience management and also the best practices in promoting best user experience in terms of autonomous driving and also smart cockpit. We had lots of cooperation projects. We would like to share with you the chassis by wire project we have worked with Huawei. It is not just about enhancing safety when we are in this new era of an EV. In terms of comfort, stability, the brake system has seen lots of new experience. The videos shown by Mr. Wang Chao were great proofs. We have worked together with Huawei to build our flagship luxurious models with EMB. Today, I would like to share experience in such a project. Why do we need to build such an EMB system? Traditional brake systems were supported by vacuumized assist system or hydraulic assist brake system. The brake performance continuously increased. Now, high-performance hydraulic brake can reach a level of 30 meters. The response time can be dropped from 300 milliseconds to 180 milliseconds if it's supported by the auxiliary system. So why do we still need to work on the new EMB? We believe that there's a limit to every technology. The hydraulic brake system has reached its limit, especially when we would like to bring high performance experience and to fit in the autonomous driving. We need to make breakthrough in performance and algorithms. This is why we worked with Huawei in this EMB brake system. In terms of brake distance, and also in terms of range, and the component reliability, production efficiency, EMB system has brought lots of benefits. Huawei's EMB system has such a new architecture. The system is highly reliable, safe, and efficient. First of all, in terms of the power system, we have two separate power supply. One from the battery, the other is from DC-DC. They run independently. And we also have the active and standby redundant power supply. And we would be able to respond in just microseconds. In terms of actuators, we also have a big difference with the traditional architecture. In the front wheel, we have dual path redundant communication. In terms of the rear wheel, we have the single redundant channel, so be able to have the 6.4 amp per second by 2 deceleration capacity. In terms of sensing and also the brake panel, we also have dual redundancy. That is for the brake panel by wire. We have such a dual redundancy in almost every key component in this EMB system. This is how we ensure perfect performance in terms of safety. We have tested and verified such function in our new models. We feel the EMB performs really well. One is in terms of motor. We have used high density and high efficient motors. It's able to support NEVs very well, especially those with the air spring and rear wheel steering functions. We have enough space for the control. The other area is in the controller. Our controllers has the main controller and also wheel controller. The latter is able to support distributed control. We showed several videos, An important point you can see from the videos is that every wheel can realize braking independently or collaboratively. When there's a single point of failure, the car can still make collaborative control of the vehicle. So the whole vehicle is more flexible and safer from the low-level hardware. Huawei has excellent control algorithm models in terms of the vehicle posture estimation precision. We have improved significantly. We also have distributed ABS algorithms. We have also realized adaptive optimization algorithm, which has improved calibration efficiency. This EMV system has made the performance of the whole vehicle improved. We can reduce the calibration time by 30%. With such great control of the vehicle, the experience can be enhanced. We have well-assured low-level architecture. Our braking distance can be shortened to 80 milliseconds. That would be about 2 to 3 meters of braking distance shortened. Because of the high-performing motors, we can also improve the range of the vehicle by 20 kilometers. Since the wheels have independent braking, the turning radius is better than before. And when you see constructions in urban scenarios, for example, we have no brake dips, which gives you better experience when you brake the car. In our luxurious model, we have equipped our cars with the EMB system. JAC has decades of experience in vehicle development, and Huawei DriveONE has lots of technology in motor and software. We believe that our future model would be a high-performing one. Please look forward to it. We certainly will see more breakthroughs, and we welcome more partners to join us. We also hope that in terms of industry standards and regulations, we can work together to promote the development of the industry to make sure that we all make contributions to the long-term development of NEVs. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Yang Wenjiang, for your sharing. Thank you, JAC. Today, we have shared with you our future development direction of A-segment BEV and REEV based on basic electrification. We have also shared with you the handling experience that is safe, comfortable, and also breaking all the limits in technology based on full electrification and car intelligence. In this auto show, and also the next one in Shanghai, we are going to unveil a journey of intelligent AI cloudification. Huawei DriveONE is willing to work with industry-leading automakers to build the best experience of driving. We also hope to share experience and design together with you. 10 kilometers per kilowatt hour gives you a journey free of anxiety. Thank you for listening.
Next, let's welcome Mr. He Bo, Vice President of Huawei Digital Power and Power Supply and Charging Network Product Line President. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to this Digital Power Strategy and Product Launch event. Just now, my colleagues and OEMs and industry partners together launched the Ultra-Fast Charging Alliance. This is a landmark moment. This also shows that the NEV industry has entered a new era of ultra-fast charging. The NEV industry has come a long way in the past couple of years. And there is a surging demand for charging networks. So how do we work with industry partners, including OEMs? We have done a lot of exploration. Many cities launched plans to build ultra-fast charging cities, including Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Chongqing. The government adopted a plan to bring NEV vehicles to rural areas and encourage the deployment of ultra-fast chargers. The Ministry of Finance, MIT, and the Ministry of Transportation have adopted favorable policies to encourage the installation of liquid-cooled ultra-fast chargers in counties. For example, one ultra-fast charger counts as 1.5 fast chargers. This shows the ultra-fast charging industry must improve its quality. In addition, more vehicle models support ultra-fast charging. Many new vehicle models have been launched recently. Ultra-fast charging is a major consideration for consumers before they purchase a car. As we move forward, a growing number of vehicles will support ultra-fast charging. So the demand for charging networks will continue to grow. Charging networks have entered the era of 2.0, and we have seen several changes. First, ultra-fast charging will expand from high-end passenger vehicles to low to mid-range vehicles, including Class B and Class A vehicles. Mr. Ho also touched upon this just now. In addition, commercial vehicles and buses will also embrace ultra-fast charging. Heavy trucks generate a lot of CO2. Actually, more than 50% of CO2 of the whole transportation industry comes from heavy trucks. So ultra-fast charging and electrification can go a long way to reduce carbon emissions of the transport industry. In addition, ultra-fast charging will expand from expressways and urban areas to corporate campuses and counties, villages, and towns. In the past, we focused on installing a large number of chargers. Now we focus more on building high-quality chargers. The thing is, we have installed many charging stations, but they do not deliver great experience. This has led to many complaints. This is why EV owners have range anxiety, because they struggle to find charging piles, and even if they find one, the charging pile may not work. I have visited some charging stations myself. They are located in downtown cities or in shopping malls. And obviously, people who go there require faster charging. But I find some of the chargers in those charging stations still have a low voltage and only support slow charge. That's why there's an urgent demand to improve the quality of chargers. A growing number of cities will build charging stations by upholding the principle of unification on four fronts, including Shenzhen and Chongqing. They have introduced local standards for charging stations. All of them focus on improving the quality of charging stations. So the whole charging industry is shifting its focus from quantity to quality. In 2023, Huawei introduced liquid-cooled ultra-fast chargers. Our chargers can add 1 kilometer of range for every second of charging. Our ultra-fast chargers are all the rage. They are installed in every province of China. They have also been deployed in Latin America and Europe. Our ultra-fast chargers have received a rave review from EV owners. All you need to do is sit back and get a cup of coffee, and before you know it, your vehicle will reach full charge, and you can go. OEMs are also embracing ultra-fast charging. Some new models now support 500 kV chargers. So overall, the charging experience is enhanced. And some OEMs make a point of promoting their ultra-fast charging feature in their new vehicle models to drive sales. We will work with industry partners to build an ultra-fast charging network across China so that OEMs can focus on building high-quality cars. This technology is also embraced by charging facility operators. Our ultra-fast chargers improve economics of such operators, not just in coastal provinces like Guangdong. We have a team to track the improved economics of charging facility operators after they install our ultra-fast chargers. We're very excited to find that a growing number of operators are introducing our chargers, and they have delivered more charge capacity. Take Chongqing as an example. During the Spring Festival, one charging station at a service area on expressways improves its charge capacity by 44%. This has shortened the investment payback period. There is broad agreement that ultra-fast chargers are the way to go. In the past, we evaluated economics of charging facilities with cost per watt. Now we find that a better measure is LCOE, levelized cost of electricity. Because if we can derive more energy from each watt, we can generate a higher revenue. That's why we believe LCOE, levelized cost of electricity, is a better measure of the ROI of charging facilities. That's why we introduced the indicator called C-LCOE, and is widely recognized in the industry. Huawei is committed to providing leading-edge technologies. Today, we bring to you ultra-fast charging solutions. We focus on several areas. We want to make sure our chargers are loved and trusted by EV owners. They are grid-friendly, and they can enable efficient operations of charging facilities. And we always go for high-quality, ultimate experience, and great economics of charging facility operators. In terms of quality, we introduce liquid cooling for all scenarios. Some liquid cooling solutions in the industries are still using air cooling for their host and certain modules. However, we have introduced full liquid cooling to each and every component of our solution. This is the only way to ensure a service life of 15 years, high reliability, and a low failure rate. Be it 720 we launched last year, and 480 and 360 solutions, which I will unveil later, they all introduce full liquid cooling. Dust will gather in the vehicles as they travel more on the roads. Salt spray will also gather. We take those factors into consideration and design high-performance liquid cooling solutions. The aim is to design a high-quality module with a long service life. In terms of experience, we launched a product that delivers very low noise and eases range anxiety of EV owners. When they plug in, it's very quiet. The other day, we analyzed a failure in charging with a charging facility operator. Battery resource pooling is an advanced technology, but it's very difficult to allocate power between charging piles. When the power changes, you need to switch between components, and this could lead to problems. In that case, we examined. There was a short circuit of batteries of 2 vehicles. The good thing is a protection mechanism kicked in, so it didn't lead to disastrous consequences. Basically, our goal is to deliver ultimate experience and high-quality solutions. The third target is we introduce a full liquid cooling architecture. We have a water reservoir. This further enhances electricity utilization by 20%. This way, you can enable interaction between the EV and the grid. This will enable more assisted electricity services. So these are the 3 targets we have set for ourselves in this domain. We have shipped a growing number of ultra-fast chargers. We have built a super factory for liquid-cooled modules. I welcome you to visit our factory in Dongguan, Guangdong Province. The production lines are fully automated. We have high-precision inspection of incoming materials, and we also use AI-powered AOI to inspect faults of the products. This way, we are able to manufacture truly high-quality products. High quality is in our DNA. In 2024, we launched many new products. Today, I bring to you that can adapt to more scenarios, more vehicle models, and can work better with the power grid. I bring to you a brand new host. It's highly integrated and uses liquid cooling. Today, I bring to you the 480 and 360 series. It uses full liquid cooling, just like the 720 series. For the 480 series, it can support faster charging of 8 vehicles. 360 can support 6 fast charging channels. This way, operators can expand the coverage of their charging networks. This is a necessity if we want to bring NEVs to rural areas. Having said that, in rural areas, the NEV penetration is still quite low, so you do not need to build a large charger network there yet. It makes sense to introduce 360 or 460 AT series with a lower configuration and 720. And we also bring down the cost of building charging stations and enable faster construction. It takes a lot of time to wire the electricity cables to build charging stations. This is where our 480 and 360 products come in. In counties and rural areas, we can link our hosts. You can link 360 hosts together to form 720 hosts. And we also enable the charger to charge 2 vehicles at the same time. And the charging electric current is 1,200 ampere, highest in the industry. We do not just stop there. Today we bring you a new solution. We're working on a technology which we will unveil at the end of the year. It is a custom-made charger. It can charge your vehicle or charge your battery to the full with 30 minutes right now, but with our new solution, we'll be able to charge the battery to the full with only 20 minutes. This will further enhance charging speed. I visited a mine in Fujian province the other day. They told me after the mine, they had to do some processing. There were gold and copper mines there, and they have already done the math. They need to extract very small amounts of gold while managing their cost. That's why they need to save money wherever possible. With our solution, they can save 0.3 yuan for every kilometer of range. When a vehicle climbs or goes uphill, and it can save 0.8 yuan for every kilometer of range when it goes downhill. This means within 1 year, we can save them as much as the cost of a vehicle. There are also battery swap facilities, but they are very expensive to install. Another problem is when your vehicle model changes or batteries change, your battery swap facilities may go to waste, and some battery swap facilities also stand idle. So it doesn't make a very good business case. Sales of electric heavy trucks have surpassed those of gasoline-powered or battery swap heavy trucks. This will disrupt the logistics industry because it takes only 20 minutes to charge an electric heavy truck. This is more convenient. This also saves money. So this is our charging solution for buses and heavy trucks. Next, I also want to present our ESS. The demand for the power grid to distribute electricity is growing, and most EVs charge during the day. There are busy hours and non-busy hours. During a busy hour, EVs have to queue up, and during non-busy hours, those chargers sit empty. This requires the power grid to schedule grid capacity properly. That's why we introduced our ESS solution. It's an integrated PV and ESS solution, and it uses both liquid cooling and air cooling. Depending on the workloads and the temperature, we can switch between liquid and air cooling. We also use free cooling or natural cooling through direct ventilation. So if the workloads are low, we use free cooling. If the workloads are high, we use liquid cooling. This way, we can further reduce power consumption by 30%. Safety is a top priority when it comes to ESS. To that end, Huawei transformed its process last year to better enhance safety. This covers the entire journey from product research, development, manufacturing, and implementation. I want to make 2 points. When it comes to the safety of ESS, you need to make sure there is an automatic shutdown. Our solution supports shutdown within milliseconds. But it's not enough to cut down electricity. Some objects still carry that electricity. That's why we provide thermal protection to battery cells to prevent or minimize the scope of thermal runaway. The thermal runaway of one battery cell will be constrained to it instead of spreading to other cells. This enhances safety. We also work on AI scheduling to greatly improve safety, and IRR is improved by over 20% throughout the life cycle. So much for the solutions. Just now, we launched the Ultra-Fast Charging Alliance. Huawei stands ready to work with ecosystem partners and bring more innovation to this ecosystem. We want to work with OEMs, charging facilities operators, and all partners along the value chain for joint research, development, and shared success. We will jointly develop ultra-fast charging technologies and build an ultra-fast charging network with liquid-cooled fast chargers so that EV owners can drive anywhere without range anxiety. We build vehicle pile coordinated service for EV owners. They can use a mobile phone to interact with the charger, and they will also receive alerts on ultra-fast chargers along the route. When they get there, they simply need to plug in and charge. You don't need to take any other actions. In addition, they will be able to pay with loyalty points. The charger will also conduct a health checkup of the vehicle and provide a safety report. We are working with Series to make this a reality, to integrate payment to chargers. Please stay tuned. In a charging station of PetroChina in Beijing, this is already possible. It is our showcase, so I encourage you to visit that station. We work with OEMs to jointly define vehicle models and bring ultra-fast charging to them. We also help them to develop more business models. We provide privileges to car owners in our ecosystem as well. We will promote the widespread adoption of ultra-fast chargers. This will go a long way towards improving urban management. It is grid-friendly. It will also improve urban governance. It will enhance safety of operations of charging facilities. Today, we launched the Ultra-Fast Charging Alliance. We still have a long way to go. We have a new shared mission. We have ushered in a new era of ultra-fast charging. We hope to harness new technologies and work with ecosystem partners to realize our vision, that is to make quality charging everywhere. Thank you very much. Next, I will invite two of our friends, Zhou Ling from Series Group and Lai Guangjian from Yulong Group, to give a talk. One of them is an OEM, the other is an operator of charging facilities. They will share their thoughts on the ultra-fast charging industry. Let's welcome them to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. He. Please welcome Mr. Zhou Ling, CTO of Series Group. Let's welcome. It has been 2 hours. You seem to be drowsy, so I'll speed up. I'll take just 10 minutes. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Zhou Ling with Series Group. I'm honored to join you and be part of the Huawei DriveONE and smart charging infrastructure product launch. Speaking of NEVs, I have to start with the development of Series Group. Series has been deeply engaged in the manufacturing of cars for almost 40 years. We have an ethos of customer centricity and wholehearted services. We have adhered to innovation-driven open collaboration. We have been through 3 transformations, from making just components to the whole car and then further to intelligent EVs. Every time we were at the forefront of innovation. The journey has been arduous, and we have been fortunate. I would like to thank our partners and also the 5 million users who chose our products and solutions. In 2016, we officially entered the field of NEVs and started the design and development of BEVs. After a period of time, we found that it took so long for BEVs to charge, and there was insufficient charging piles, and the users had range anxiety. How could we resolve these problems to meet the customer requirements? Actually, we need faster charging and also more piles at any time. We traveled all over the world, such as Frankfurt, Troy, and Tokyo. We discussed with lots of experts in the industry. Within the company, we also had almost half-year discussion about it. We analyzed the situation we were in. We found that it was difficult for us to resolve the problems in terms of the quantity of charging piles and the speed. So very innovatively, we proposed the idea of dual technical path of BEV and range-extended EVs sharing the same vehicle platform. As you might have already known, that such technologies have been successfully deployed in ITO M9, M7, and M5. We've also won the recognition of the market and users. Yesterday, we launched the revamped M5 for ITO, and on the first day of early booking, the number of orders exceeded 10,000. So thank you again for your support. In the past years, the NEV industry developed very rapidly. In the first quarter of the year, the penetration rate of NEVs exceeded 40%. But behind that, we have seen a gradual slowdown in terms of the growth rate from 67% in 2022, 24% in 2023, and also 19% in the first quarter of the year. Why was that? We believe the pain points of BEVs were not really resolved. It's still difficult to charge. It's also slow to charge. The users have range anxiety. Now, the scale of an EV is huge enough. The technologies for batteries and ultra-fast chargers have become mature. And how can we accelerate the development? In my words, we need speed and quantity. It is just the right time for us to promote ultra-fast charging infrastructure. First of all, about the speed. CATL has already deployed 5C batteries in some car models, and 6C batteries are also on the way to commercial use. Huawei ultra-fast charging liquid-cooled technology has become mature in the charging piles and is continuously evolving. We have seen the SOP of almost all NEV companies in terms of the 800-volt HE fast charging models. So we can see that speed is very high already in terms of the NEV production and also the infrastructure construction. Just like what Mr. He Bo mentioned, China has also accelerated the construction of high-quality charging infrastructure and has been promoting the strategic deployment of NEVs, high-quality development to resolve these problems. I believe that we can work with Huawei Digital Power closely to address the user requirements and also the pain points in the development. We believe that with the strategic landscape of wide coverage, high quality, high efficiency intelligence, we'll be able to promote the development.
我们要先去给车补电，
要去哪补呢？
问问他就知道啦。
看到了。
你和妈妈去喝点东西，我去给车充个电。
我也要去补充能量喽。爸爸，我饱了，车饱了吗？
你去看看呗。
爸爸，
哎，
还剩1分钟。
OK，
我来。
来。哇，好棒！
走。
我们继续向海边出发。
As you can see, you can just lay back for a glass of juice and your EV is ready. The ITO M9 digital headlight can also tell you the remaining charging time. The chargers are now lighter, even a child can hold it. So charging can be a lot more easier. You don't need to swipe your card or download an app. You can just have plug and charge with collaborated charging between vehicle and the charging piles. With a more advanced touchless payment technology. Going forward, we will continue to explore the charging technologies and improve the charging experience. Our ITO series of models will take the lead in integrating smart driving technologies and unmanned charging. When you reach your destination, you can just press a button and the cars will drive to the charging place for automatic charging and settlement. This is very much a scene we look forward to. Now, we are steadily promoting the construction of ultra-fast charging station in our super factory, office campuses, and also user centers. Going forward, we will expand such infrastructure to key cities and routes. For example, the 31A Sichuan Tibet Road, and we will be able to have quality charging wherever we go. Finally, we cordially invite industry peers to join hands with us in building this ecosystem. Let's create, share, and promote fast charging together for shared success. Thank you.
Next, let's welcome Lai Guangjian, head of Yulong Group. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On this beautiful spring day, the 2024 Auto Show will be held in Beijing. My name is Lai Guangjian. I'm Deputy General Manager of Chongqing Yulong Group. Today, I'm very honored to attend Huawei DriveONE and Smart Charging Network launch event. I want to thank Huawei Digital Power for trusting us, and I also appreciate the close collaboration with the Chongqing team of Digital Power. The title of my talk is Building Yumiaocong and Leading the Way in Building Quality Charging Facilities. First, I want to say a few words about Yulong Group. It was founded in January 2002. It's a state-owned enterprise, and it's 100% owned by the Jiulongpo District Government of Chongqing. It has 50 fully owned subsidiaries with 95 billion RMB in assets. Its annual revenue is 4.5 billion, and annual net profit is 400 million RMB. We have a credit rating of dual A+, and our international entity has a credit rating of triple B+. Yulong Group seizes the opportunity of the NEV industry and pushes into ultra-fast charging market. We have established a fully owned subsidiary called Yumiaocong. Regarding the current state of charging networks in Chongqing, the NEV penetration in that city is low, but it's growing quickly. There are not many charging piles, but the demand is surging. So that's basically the status of charging networks in Chongqing. As I mentioned, there are not many NEVs on the roads. There are not many charging piles either, but the demand for such piles is rising quickly. Right now, the charging piles do not meet the charging needs of owners. By 2023, there were 6 million vehicles on the roads of Chongqing. NEVs accounted for only 7.4%. 440,000 new vehicles were sold in Chongqing last year, among which NEVs accounted for almost 40%. The existing charging piles fall short of expectations in their performance. Over 210,500 charging piles have been installed in Chongqing, with a charging pile to vehicle ratio of 2.14 to 1. 80% of them belong to private operators. Ultra-fast chargers with an output of 350 kilowatts account for only 0.08% of all public chargers, and almost 80% of those chargers are located in the main urban area of Chongqing. The demand for charging piles, especially ultra-fast charging piles, is skyrocketing. Next, I want to talk a bit about our collaboration with Huawei. Huawei has helped Yulong realize our vision in the charging industry. In September 2023, we started collaboration with Huawei Digital Power and jointly launched Yumiaocong brand. Huawei worked with us to figure out where to install ultra-fast chargers, and we urged the local governments at the city and district level to launch a program for improving charging and battery swap facilities. We jointly developed operations maps and solutions for Yumiaocong. Second, we assembled new teams. We put in place a joint work group that involves government officials from city and district level governments so that we can jointly build ultra-fast chargers. Third, we build a thriving ecosystem. On December 14, 2023, the first liquid-cooled ultra-fast charger in Chongqing was completed. We collected user feedback, and Huawei helped us improve the solutions. We also worked with other industry partners to develop the market for Yumiaocong. Huawei's solutions enable us to shorten the construction time and improve adoption of ultra-fast chargers. Since November, we have planned 644 locations to install chargers. 22 charging stations are operational. They deliver a charge capacity of 800,000 kilowatt hours. 40 additional charging stations are under construction. Over 10,000 users have registered on Yumiaocong platform, and the charge capacity grows 100% every month. We have started cooperation with many companies, including Wanda and Mingsheng Logistics, as well as 4 stores of Chang'an Automobile. Let's watch.
欢迎来到重庆市九龙坡区幸福公园全液冷超充站。在这个站点，我们有16个超快充车位，设备侧采用的是华为全液冷超充产品。在运营过程当中，故障较少，维护简单，噪音小，因此吸引了大量回头客。随着大功率车型越来越多，超充需求持续增长，我们站点凭借出色的设备稳定性、高周转率以及高效便捷的充电体验，已成为越来越多超充车主的首选。同时，Yumiaocong正积极布局多场景、多层次的服务网络。我们的超充站点已覆盖园区、商圈、医院、小区等多个场景，意在满足各类用户在不同环境下的充电需求。通过这样的布局，我们将进一步推动重庆超充便捷之城的快速发展，让充电变得更加轻松便捷。我们的目标是让Yumiaocong超充站遍布重庆市的每一个角落，形成一张紧密而高效的超充网络。今年我们也是首批加入超充联盟的运营商之一，通过华为智能充电云实现互联互通，实现车企客户引流，进一步提升了场站收益以及商业潜力。我坚信这将有助于Yumiaocong成为一流的充电运营品牌。感谢各位。
Our collaboration with Huawei is still in its early days, and we have already achieved some success. That video is an example of our achievements. Our midterm goal is to build a benchmark in comprehensive NEV service provider. We plan to install and operate over 1,000 ultra-fast charging stations in China in the next 3 years, which will generate 700 million RMB. We have 3 cooperation models. 1/3 of the charging stations will be owned and operated by us, 1/3 will be jointly operated with partners, and the remaining 1/3 will be independently operated by our partners. This is what we call a 3+1 operation model. In addition, we work with ecosystem partners. We work with Huawei to push into the charging equipment manufacturing market and aim to build a world-leading manufacturing facility for liquid-cooled chargers. We also work with other partners to drive sales of ultra-fast chargers and solutions. In addition, we also welcome investment in Yulong, including equity investment and funds investment. Together, we can build Yumiaocong into the next generation charging network operator, charging operation solution provider, a charging equipment manufacturer, and a mobile ESS provider. The theme of Auto China 2024 is New Era, New Vehicles. We're very lucky because we live in a great era. And we are very proud that we can be part of the NEV industry. We can be part of this great venture. Time and tide waits for no one. We look forward to working with Huawei Digital Power and other partners to jointly shape a new era of ultra-fast charging. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Lai. I also want to thank all the speakers for their speeches. Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 Huawei DriveONE and Smart Charging Network launch event is concluded. I want to thank everyone in the room and our audience online. We have prepared drinks and food outside. Please enjoy at 6:30. You can go to the Ghana dealer. Thank you again for your strong support.
我们听见了找不到桩九冲不满的焦虑，也听见了焕新行业品质标准的期待。